Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Become an interesting man. Now, one thing I'm gonna do this week, I'm just gonna give y'all some basics on what you can do if you trying to get more women. Not anything complicated, not any magic. And one of the most basic things is just being an interested man. Now, interesting, when I did that video last week with Auntie, a couple weeks ago, this time, with Auntie Mocha, she was talking about different things to read up on. It was like whatever that you good at. Be somebody that a woman wants to talk to. Now, yeah, I can talk about body game, other dudes, talk about looks maxing and all of that. All of that is just bait. What are they going to do when they get over there? Okay, they look at you, right? And they say, oh, they look good. They don't stop there. Anybody who tell you that they stop they just get with the looks and just stop there on some bullshit. I'm just going to tell you. All that does is get them over there. But what do women always say? They say he was all right till he opened his mouth. When you open your mouth, what are you talking about? What are you about? What do you got going on? Are you in business? What hobbies do you have? What do you have expertise in? Something I talk about on my Sovereign Man videos on Saturdays is having expertise in something. What is your mission? What can you talk about with someone? Now, of course, if whatever you doing, you ain't gonna be able to talk with every single woman. They ain't gonna have any interest. But, what they always say, you looking for a woman who is in cooperation with your operation. You gotta have an operation first. What are you doing with your life? What are you doing? What is it about you? If she were to talk with you on the phone, she can't see you or anything. Could y'all have a good conversation? I'm gonna get into conversations in the next sit down video anyway. But what are you doing? What are you about? What do you have? Because first of all, you need to have something, because what they always say, your main relationship is with yourself. You need to have a mission. What do you have going on for yourself? Do you have a business? Do you have an exciting hobby? Even if it just needs to be exciting to you. Is there something that you can talk about passionately? Like you can get into it? And I've seen that before, things I could get into, and I don't know what the woman thought about what I look like or whatever, but because I was passionate about something, the woman was getting into it. What is it about? Or are you just some boring dude? Because you got a lot of dudes out here, they ain't doing nothing with their lives. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't on any type of mission, They go to some boring job that they don't like. It would be something if they like the job, but they don't like the job. They go into some boring job, living a boring life, but thinking a woman's supposed to get excited. Nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. What is it? First of all, let's take the women out of it. Is your life interesting to yourself? Are you happy with what you're doing with your own life? I want y'all to think about that. What are you doing? What are you into? What are you doing that's exciting? It could be what you're doing for a living, what you do for hobbies, whatever. Anybody who watched my Saturday and Sunday videos know I'm always doing it in front of a bookcase. And there's a lot more I could talk about. Even on here, trust me, there's a lot more things I could get into just doing videos about it. There's some stuff I can get into, I can talk about. I don't care what the woman says. And I'm gonna tell you something with women. Even if they're talking with you, even if sometimes they disagree with you, can you stand your ground in what you're doing? And not out of anger or anything, but just say, no, you're an expert in this. Because one thing, a man, every single man needs to have somebody of knowledge that they are expert in. Every single man, there's no exceptions. And it's not even about getting women. It's not even about getting women. It's about doing it for yourself, for your happiness in life. And then when you meet some woman who might be interested in that same field, Or, you get her interested in that field by how passionate that you can talk about it. Are you interested? Are you somebody she wants to talk to? Somebody she wants to get to know? She wants to find out about? I always joke about having 1,000 jobs. I remember I had, when I was working as an investigator a long time ago, I remember meeting a few women, fine-ass women. They were very interested in that, Definitely being a writer. That was my thing. I wasn't doing it for the ladies. I was doing it for myself. There were plenty of women interested either in what I was writing. They were writers themselves, whatever. They were interested. What are you doing? What are you doing outside of something? There's plenty of guys who be like commenting and stuff and say, oh, I don't got this, I don't got that. Well, what else you got? You got time to comment on this channel? What else you got going on? What are you good at? What are you into? What are you interested in? What are you interested in? See, go for what you're interested in, then you become interesting. And like I said, you ain't gonna get every woman, but you don't need to, because then if they don't like what you into, hey, that disqualifies them right there. They not qualified for you right there. And that's cool, because you're not wasting any of your time. Because as I always say, I've said it here and I'm gonna say it always, your main relationship is with yourself. Like, what are you doing? What are you getting into? You could be into comic books, okay. Somebody might say, oh, that's corny or something, but like I always say, when I go to my local comic book store, in fact, I had met a young man there who was one of my supporters. There'll be young ladies in there most of the time. If I go in there, especially on the weekend, there's young ladies. Now, somebody could go in there and just say they just looking for whatever. They could probably meet somebody. They could probably talk about comics and stuff, whatever. That man is interesting to that woman. And I want y'all to think about that. That's the thing. That's the thing. And this go beyond what you look like. Yeah, you want to hit the gym. Yeah, you want to let the barber bless you. Yeah, you want to still look good, but all of that is bait. Then when she talks to you, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you got going on? Because there's been many a man who lost out because they were just simply boring. At best, maybe they can get a one-night stand real quick. But let's be real, most men ain't gonna get that. Most men don't have that physicality to do that. I want y'all to think about that, all right? What are you doing to become interesting? Yeah, you could have a bait, definitely work on the bait, but then what? I want y'all to think about that. Become an interested man. And it's very basic, but it's if you're talking about game, you got to have something to keep the woman there. Yeah, you can draw the woman over to you, but then what are you doing to keep her there? And the key is being interesting, having something going on for yourself. And then really, as I said, you're not really doing it for her. You're doing it for yourself. All right? Because your main relationship is with yourself. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. Really think about it. Think about what you got going on in your life. Become an interesting man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.